result.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
My 52, my 52. Push him back. Push him back.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now gone. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
DC.
Third and 2, Goff. And he's got Snead. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cut. 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Cut.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, lift.
Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready? 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
After the run, Goff going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 6-0 our score after 1.
Bengals 6, Patriots nothing.
Ready? 57. Watch his flip. 51. Watch his flip. Let's go.
On first down, Ryan. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. He completes it to Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Tuesday.
Hey,
Orbit.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 50's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Like 20.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got him. You got him.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Merlin.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, exit.
Let's put him on the buses.
Out of the gun. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Landry now on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Ready, we're ready.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Great job, man.
Kalen Balaj, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on third, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check. 57, Mike 57.
Goff now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, 59, ready.
Here's Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score. Bengals 16, Patriots 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Go. 51. Joker.
From the 41, Ryan. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tuesday.
Balaj. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Check. 21. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd and a couple. Ryan throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They come up in an offset eye. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 31.
Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check nickel.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on first down. Lewis. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
At the Patriots' 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Goff now to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Here we go with Hill. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Go.
I'm coming.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
We own them. Kill.
Go.
Check.
Get out.
They run it with Balaj. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Check.
They'll run here with Balaj. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come get some.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Balaj. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run with Balaj. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check, 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 check. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
180. Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 2nd and 2, Goff. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
218, chop.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Danny Shelton in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
A draw play here, Lewis. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New England, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.